Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Devishesha Sanyavani Paschatyadesikam Nama Shishtam Namati Sachiputramatra Sarupam Rupam Tishadhyaparim Bhatarim Voshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaram Pauradhikamadhavasam Praptuyasya Patita Kripaya Shri Gurun Tavudosmi Ram Gopika Visharaveshtanayanti Pesi Sevadhikarini Guru Nijapadakarve Dasyam Pradaya Puramam Vajakaneshi Radham Vise Valarase Sukhinim Sukharvam Radha Sammukha Sang Saktin Sati Sangha Nivasani Tamaham Satatam Vande Madhavasvaya Vidmaha Vande Nandhar Putashayam Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nichopi Yat Prasadat Sad Bhakti Shastra Pavardhana Nityanandamaham Yogi Sarvananda Harinam Param Devam Abhaduta Shavamaya Govardhanadaram Vande Gopalam Goparokinam Gopavatsava Ishanam Govindam Gopikapriyam Govinda Nandini Radha, Govinda Mohini, Govinda Sarva Sarva Shiva. Vindhaye Tulsididvaye Priyaye Keshava Sita, Krishna Bhakti Paridevi Satyavadayam. Pancha Kopatu Vishta Kripa Sindhu Devacha, Patiganam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So how is it that we are gathered here together? How did it happen? Only Prabhupada. How is it American guy is sitting in front of you? How you're wearing tilak? How you're wearing kantimala? How come you're chanting Hare Krishna? Because you're all recipients of the mercy of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So we say one prayer. Hey Guru Jnanada Dinabandhu Swanandadata Kurinayaka Sindhu Vrindavana Sina Hitavatar Vasida Radha Panaya Prachana. This is a very nice prayer. Let us examine this prayer in relationship to Srila Prabhupada. So say, Hey Guru Jnanada. Jnanada means he's giving us, Guru is giving us mercy. He's giving us knowledge. What is topmost mercy? It's knowledge. As Chanakya said, the moon is the greatest asset, the ornament of the night sky. A pious husband is the ornament in a fortunate woman's life. And a king, Rajarshi, is the greatest ornament in a fortunate human society. What is the ornament of everything? Knowledge. So Jnanada, Prabhupada gave us topmost knowledge. Topmost knowledge. That knowledge by which we become liberated from this world. We can go to college, we can go to university. This type of knowledge is helpful for one's occupation, carries one through life, making money, supporting family, no problem. But what is the result of that knowledge when the last breath comes? Can it help you? Can you show it, Yamaraj? Hey, check it out, Yamaraj. MTech, BTech, and Vyas. So sorry, Chaliye. Can you show your bank statement to Yamaraj? Yamaraj, I'm crorepati. Check the numbers. I'm very wealthy man. So sorry, Chaliye. What is our asset at the time of death? Is what we've given to Krishna. What our heart has melted in Krishna Bhakti. Where is our love of God? Love of God carries us from this life to the next life. And how do we touch that? The first installment of mercy is knowledge. Krishna says, Manmana bhava mad bhakto. You think of me. How we think of Krishna if you've never heard of Krishna? If I said, Mukunda Lila Prabhu, I want you to give a 10-minute lecture about my brother. Oh, go on. He's a guy. He's from America. What can you say? You never heard about my brother, don't bother. He's a rascal. But the point is, when we hear about Krishna, the first mercy of hearing from Shastra is that we become knowledgeable. Oh, Krishna, Supreme Personality Godhead, Goloka, I can go there. Devotees, temples, mandir, mantra, murti. We become knowledgeable. This is the first installment of mercy. Bhagavatam says, Shrindatam Svakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Vidyantasto Abhadrani Vidunoti Suritsatam. The first installment of mercy is of hearing Krishna Katha, Krishna Kathamritam, is what become knowledgeable. Second installment is that this type of knowledge is not like book knowledge that you read in a novel or a textbook, a high school, college textbook, physics, chemistry, physiology, history, geography. Okay, it's all good, but it fills your brain. How will it help you? Does it purify you? But this knowledge that we find in the pages of Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Itihasa, Upanishads, Gita, this hearing cleanses our heart. Abhadrani, it removes what is Bhadra means all auspicious things. Abhadra means lust, anger, greed, envy, fear, malice, all negative qualities. In everyone's heart there's a little bit of Hiranyakashipu, a little bit of Dantavakra, a little bit of Kansa. So how to get it out? With a washcloth and soap? Impossible. How do we remove it? Shindatam Swakata Krishna. We hear about Krishna. So this is the second installment of mercy we get from touching this jnana, hearing this jnana, is it cleanses our heart. Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. We become completely fixed in the principles of bhakti just by hearing. Hearing what? Jnanada, the knowledge that is given to us by Srila Prabhupada. So the third and most important installment of mercy we get by hearing is that we become the recipient of the mercy of the Lord. He sees this devotee is hearing about me. He wants to come to me. He wants to be my devotee. Let me help him. Krishna extends himself to the devotee who hears about him. It is said that if you take one step towards the Lord, he's taking 10 steps to you. So even we're taking little baby steps in bhakti. Krishna is pulling us towards him. He's taking interest in the devotee. He shows mercy to the devotee. Personally blesses the devotee who hears about him. Here's what? Jnana. This topmost knowledge of Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead. Jnanam paramagoyam me yad vijnana samanditam saurahasam tarangam chagrihana garitam mama. This is most confidential knowledge about God. Who has knowledge of God? Ask them. Okay, you believe in God? What is he doing? He's just up there, Uparwala. Do they know what he eats, what he wears, who his friends are, what kind of place he lives? They say, oh, God's a person, he eats something. What kind of food he eats? Or is he starving? Is God starving? He's a hungry guy. No one wants to give him food. If he eats, what does he eat? If he wears clothes, what does he wear? Is he naked? God's walking is because no one wants to give him clothes. He's walking naked. If he wears clothes, what kind of clothes does he wear? 3-piece suit, shirt and tie, patent leather shoes. What kind of clothes does he wear? Does he have friends? Or is he lonely? He's a lonely guy. No one likes me. No one wants to be with me. Is this God? No, he's surrounded by loving friends. So what kind of friends? How will we know? Jnanada. We get knowledge from Shastra. Nobody knows anything about God aside from he's there. Or they make some anthropomorphic understanding of God. Like in Christianity. In America, they paint a picture of Jesus. He's got milk white skin, blue eyes, and red hair. And he's a very good looking guy. Jesus was born in Jerusalem. Is he a white guy? No. In Africa, he's got curly hair and big mouth and lips. And in China, Jesus is like this. They created their own understanding of God. What do they actually know about God? What to speak of his representative? Jesus Christ is representative. He's born in Jerusalem. Jerusalem. He's an Arab. He's a Jew. He's not a white guy with blue eyes. So the point is, we're so blessed with this knowledge, Jnanada, and how did we get it? From Srila Prabhupada. Hey Guru Jnanada, Dinabandho. Dinabandho means he's the friend of the follower. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu, Adama Janara Bandhu. He's a friend of the Adhamas, the Pamaras, the fallen souls. Picked us up from the material world, especially Western devotees. Some people ask, why are you Western devotees so enthusiastic for Prabhupada? Because it was immediate transformation from the darkest of the dark to the lightest of light. Some devotees think, oh, this is Hare Krishna. I know, I used to go to the temple. I did arti before. I'm a vegetarian. What's the big deal? I chanted mantra. What's the big deal? We do the same thing in ISKCON. It's not this black to white, darkness to light, powerful transformation. So Prabhupada picked us up from the darkest of dark and put us to the lightest of light. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtan movement, which is meant to illuminate the whole world. And we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has put his devotees all over the world. African devotees, Chinese devotees, European devotees, Australian, Japanese. So many people from all over the world have come to take shelter of Srila Prabhupada, who was Amara, Adhama, lifting them up. This is Dinabandhu, friend of the fallen. Who can be your friend? Who is your friend in this world? Someone says you're mixed. Hey man, what's going on? Hey dude, let's do something. All right. Is he your friend? Takes you out clubbing? Is he your friend that can you loan me a lakh rupees? Yeah. And then you have to chase him for 10 years to get it back. Who is your real friend? Surit. Surit means there's different bandhu, mitra. But Surit is that person. Suritam Sarva-bhutanam is that person who never leaves you, who's always your friend. Even you become angry with him, you may curse him, he'll never leave you. This is real friend. Dinabandhu. That person who uplifts us from this world. Swanandadatta. Swanandadatta means he's giving us his own mercy, his experience of Krishna Bhakti. How does it come to us? By doing the same thing that he did. Of course, we shouldn't misunderstand and think that Srila Prabhupada is sadhana siddha. He's not sadhana siddha. We'll discuss that. He's nitya siddha. Srila Prabhupada explains many purports in Srimad Bhagavatam. We give the example of Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was worshipping the deity by the time he could walk. There was never a time in his life where he forgot Krishna. And then we see this same characteristic in the life of Srila Prabhupada. The little 5-year-old boy organizing Rath Yatra. Can we imagine? These Pamas people, they do hastareka, they look at your hand. So they looked at Prabhupada's hand and said, Hukum chalega. And people will follow his order. Even as a 5-year-old boy, Prabhupada was organizing Rath Yatra. You make puri, you make sabji, you make halava. And you buy the cart, he forced in Mohan Day. You buy, I want a cart, Rath Yatra cart. I want to do Rath Yatra. You play kartal, you play mridanga, you lead kirtan, and they did Rath Yatra, real Rath Yatra, Prabhupada said, in his latter days, recalling the Rath Yatra he did as a child. He said, it was a real Rath Yatra. It was a real Rath Yatra. Because he's Nityasiddha devotee. He's not playing. He's seeing Jagannath. I'm serving Jagannath. He isn't as a child. He's serving Jagannath. So Swanandadatta, he's giving us that same opportunity. Why are they doing Rath Yatra in Japan, in Indonesia, Muslim country, all over America. I have a godbrother, a wonderful soul. His name is Madhuha Prabhu. And he travels all over North America, Canada, and America, putting on Rath Yatra festivals. Huge Rath Yatra festivals. In Los Angeles, in New York. In New York City, there's 3 huge carts going down Fifth Avenue. Prabhupada said, New York City, most important city in the world. In New York City, most important avenue, Fifth Avenue. And our carts, 3 big, beautiful Rath Yatra carts, are going down middle of Fifth Avenue to Washington Park. This year it rained. Didn't matter. Everyone turned out. Thousands of devotees turned out for Rath Yatra. Why? Because it was dear to Srila Prabhupada. He said, this Rath Yatra festival is the essence of our whole philosophy. If we understand who is Jagannath, and if we understand what is Rath Yatra, it is the very essence of our whole philosophy. Vipalam Bhava, feeling separation from Krishna. So Swananda Datta, Prabhupada is giving that this is the essence of our philosophy. Yugayitam nameshena chakshusha prabhishayitam chanyayitam jagat sarvam Govinda virahe name. Feeling separation, not some boat, being with Krishna, but feeling separation from Krishna. We pass out these little mantra cards, right? It says, chant and be happy. That's very good to chant and be happy. But what is more than that? Chant and cry for Krishna. Chant and cry. Why I came to this material world? Why I have no love of God? I have love for many things in this material world. Why I have no love for God? Nobody should cry for Krishna. My revered godbrother, Sri Srimad Gaur Govinda Maharaj, said I've opened the crying school. A crying school. How to learn to cry for Krishna. To beg Krishna, please pick me up. Ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitam mam vishame bhavambudo. I fall in this bhavambudi, this ocean of repeated birth and death. Vishame, it's poisonous. It's a negative thing. It's not a happy life. The most inauspicious thing has happened to us. We've come to the material world. So we want to be picked up. How? Swananda Datta, by giving the same ecstatic feeling of love of God and separation. Highest experience of love of God. Karunaika Sindhu, Swananda Datta, Karunaika Sindhu. Karunaika Sindhu means there's an ocean of mercy. Complete ocean of mercy. Prabhupada extended himself more than we can understand. Imagine, we should do this meditation thinking Srila Prabhupada stepping off Jaladuta with nobody. Mr. Gopal Agarwal. But he can't stay there. He can't stay in the house. And he's putting his vegetables in the same refrigerator with cat food and hamburger. What is hamburger? Gaika mas. Prabhupada said, it's okay, never mind. Never mind. He was so focused on spreading Krishna consciousness, any obstacle was simply pushed aside. Undeterred. Immense determination. We've never seen determination like Srila Prabhupada exhibited. Meditate on Prabhupada, standing alone on the streets of New York City in this Prabhupada hat, little thin woolen chadar, thin sannyas robe, white rubber slippers, in the snow, in freezing cold, below zero weather, by himself, asking Krishna, why you brought me here? Why you brought me to this horrible place? Everybody in India, they all want to go to America. Oh, go America, 85 rupees, $1. Let's just go to America. Prabhupada saying this, why you've brought me here to this horrible place? Prabhupada left heaven, Goloka, Radha Damodar temple, I went to hell, Lower East Side of New York City, with the alcoholics, the drug addicts, the thieves, the prostitutes, the gangs. Why did he do that? So we can sit here together on his appearance day. So we can sit here, so we can take up the process of Krishna consciousness. Karunayika Sindhu, ocean of mercy. Daya Sindhu, Kripa Sindhu. This is Prabhupada. Mercifully putting his life on the line. Practically he died on Jaladut, coming to America. Krishna saved his life. He was meant to die. By karma, he was meant to die. But because pure devotee is in the hands of Krishna, he has no karma. It's Krishna karma. Krishna takes him here, Krishna takes him there, according to the will of the Lord. So Karunayaka Sindhu. Vrindavanasina Hitavatara. The Srila Prabhupada descended from Goloka. This is non-debatable, irrefutable fact of life. He's not sadhana siddha. My esteemed god sister, Daivi Shakti Mataji, had a conversation with Gita Sharaf. Anybody know who Gita Sharaf is? Who is Gita Sharaf? Gita Sharaf. Gita Sharaf is a very fortunate lady who donated the land that our beautiful Krishna Balaram temple is built on. And she related that she had a discussion with Srila Prabhupada, and Prabhupada told her that Krishna himself instructed me, you leave Goloka and come to the material world. And Prabhupada said, I don't want to go there. Why should I go there? This is Radhaman. He's arguing with Krishna. So Prabhupada said, I don't want to go to material world. Why should I go to material world? Krishna said, I want you to go, translate Srimad Bhagavatam and distribute it widely all over the world. Direct order from the Supreme Lord. Eye to eye and face to face. Vrindavanasina Hitavatara. He came from Goloka Vrindavan to this place on the order of the Lord and took birth in your country. Lord himself took birth in your country. Although he's Ajab, he comes to this world, the land of Rama, the land of Krishna, the land of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of Rishabdev, of Buddha. They all came here to your country. Everybody wants to leave and go to America. Such foolish people, ignorant people. So Prabhupada left the kingdom of God, Goloka Vrindavan, to come here, took his birth here. Because it is from this country that Krishna consciousness will spread all over the world. From this place. Not from New York, not from Adelaide, not from Tokyo, not from San Francisco. From this place. And I witnessed that over and over again last night at our beautiful new town ISKCON temple. Tens of thousands of people were flocking just to come for darshan. Going through great austerity, navigating the crowds, trying no parking, walking, pushing, shoving, just to have darshan of the Lord, just to get a morsel of prasada. This is the piety of this country. If you hold this festival in America, maybe 100 people come, 150, and who are those people? Mostly Indians. This is the land of Krishna, the land of Rama. So Prabhupada came here to this country, to benedict it with this country, knowing that the Sri Krishna Sankirtan movement will spread from Bharat, not from anywhere else, from Bharat. It's like the sun. Sun rises in the east, right? And goes to west. Then what happens? Comes back to east. So here I am. Trying to serve Srila Prabhupada, to wake up foolish Indians who have forgotten their own. I'm not talking about all of you. I'm talking about your countrymen who have no feeling for Krishna. They have feeling for a nice flat, for nice designer clothes, not ethnic clothes. All these advertisements you see on the billboards. Is anyone wearing sari, silver kameez, dhoti, tilak, kantimala? No, it's some beautiful girl with half her body showing to the world. You buy our Toyota, buy our flat, buy our jewelry, buy our tea biscuit. So Vrindavana Sina Hitava, Prasida Radha Pranaya Pujana. That he's speaking Harikatha just to please Srimati Radha. Because her service is everything for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Radhe Vrindavanadi Shai Karuna Mitavadi. Kripaya Nijapadabhya Dasyam Bhadabhya. What is the aspiration of the Vaishnava? What do the Gaudiya Vaishnavas want? What is our highest goal? What do we hope to achieve some lifetime, some blessed lifetime? The service of the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. So how do we get that? Is it so easy? Sometimes we see stupid people. Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe. Take it so cheaply. Ananta Koti Vishnu Loka Namra Padmajarchite Himada Japaloma Jabarinchi Jabarapagane Apara Siddhi Vigdi Vigdi Satpadam Gulinate Kada Kadishyasi Namam. Lord Shiva, Maheshwar, is praying to Srimati Radharani. You please give me a side, not full glance, just a sidelong glance of your mercy. She's being worshipped in hundreds and thousands of Vaikuntha planets. The wife of Lord Brahma, the wife of Lord Indra, the wife of Lord Shiva, they're all praying to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani for a particle of mercy from her. Who is Srimati Radharani? She is none different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She's as good as Krishna, his own Vladini Shakti. But how did she appear in human society? As a village girl, making roti, milking cows, making gobar. This is a beautiful, amazing, extraordinary Leela of Krishna Bhakti. So what is our aspiration? Give me some service. How do we get it? How do you get Radhadasyam? By sitting in a sacred place and chanting Lacking God? Is that the process? To sit and chant in a secluded place? Is this the process to get service to Srimati Radharani? What do you think? Is that how we get it? How do we get how do we please Srimati Radharani? If you want Radharani, you want to serve Radharani, what do you do? Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Jaina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Aidam Dadati Swapadantika. What is the Mano Vishtam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of Rupa Goswami? What do they want? What do they do? Priti Viti Yacha Jatana Varadi Gram Sarvatra. What do they want now? To spread the chanting of the holy name of Krishna to every town and village. This is the process to get Radha Dasyam. Because it is the Manobishtam of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What does Mahaprabhu want? Why did he come? To spread the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada was doing exactly this. Please, speaking to please, Pranaya Prachar, speaking to please Srimati Radharani, to attract her mercy, to be able to enter into her service in some capacity in the kingdom of God. So this verse is very instructive. You can meditate on this verse and make very good advancement in spiritual life. So this is all in the realm of tattva, trying to grasp a fragment of the understanding of who is Srila Prabhupada. And how fortunate. The world has not understood Prabhupada. We have posters of nonsense people, Vivekananda, Ramakrishna, Gandhi. What did Gandhi ever do for India? He served his country heart and soul. But what was the result? His own countrymen shot him dead. Was there any lasting benefit for Satyagraha? Was the face of India? He wanted to, but he neglected Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada wrote to him a letter, you become so influential. Now you please preach Bhagavad Gita, or I foresee a very inauspicious end. Prabhupada warned him 2 weeks before he was shot dead. So what did Gandhi do? What did Castro do? Stalin, Roosevelt, all these so-called world leaders, what lasting benefit did they give to the material world? Nothing. Prabhupada is changing the course of human history by his activity, by his preaching, by his opening temple. The world has not yet appreciated Srila Prabhupada. All of you make this part of your life mission to broadcast the glories. Ebejas Goshuk Tribhuvana, not just in Calcutta. There should be, when it shows these pictures of all these different personalities. Where is Prabhupada's picture? who did more than all of them put together. Already he's done. But to speak of what will happen in the future. And you're all part of that. It's very exciting. Krishna consciousness is very exciting. Because this is real revolution. Revolution in consciousness. Real revolution. And you get to be part of it. To awaken people's dormant God consciousness. To create viplava. To create a revolution in human system and the impious lives of a misdirected civilization. This is an issue which you would offer. But as a person, we can't imagine how charming Srila Prabhupada was. Completely charming. He was like a rose or like thunderbolt. He was giving lecture one time, Sunday feast lecture. 300 people were there listening, rapt attention to Prabhupada speak. He said, questions? Any question? So one man stands up and starts talking in front of these people. 300 people. All, I am God. You are God. We are all God. Prabhupada was like a tiger ready to pounce. He didn't say anything. The man standing there. I am God. You are God. We are all God. Everything is one. Then he ran out of things to say. Prabhupada shouted at him, you are God? You are dogs. Sit down. So Prabhupada can be very harsh also. But he is soft as a rose. So loving to his disciples. You've heard of New Vrindavan, West Virginia? The rolling hills of West Virginia. So in the early days of New Vrindavan, the devotees were living very, very austere life. They're picking sag from the forest and cooking that to eat. And breakfast meant oat water. Like we make porridge, right? You take a cup of oats and 3 cups of water, it makes nice porridge, very nutritious, satisfying. They make oat water, 1 cup of oats and 10 cups of water. You drink it. And plain white rice. No masala, no ghee, plain white rice, oat water. This was breakfast. And maybe for lunch you get some sabji, little chapati. Living very austerely. But Sunday feast, huge feast. Paneer sabji, pakora, samosa, chutney, halwa, sweet rice, and gulab jamun. In the Sunday feast, devotees were going wild, eating gulab jamun. 8, 10 gulab jamuns. So the manager of the project, Kirtanananda, said, this is Maya. This is sense gratification. No one can eat more than 2 gulab jamuns. So devotees became very sad. Only 2? Only 2 gulab jamuns? So Srila Prabhupada was there. They took the issue to Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, Kirtanananda says we used to eat so many gulab jamuns, enjoying life and ecstatic kirtan, nice life. Now he says we can only eat 2. What to do, Srila Prabhupada? What shall we do? Prabhupada said, you may eat as many gulab jamuns as you like. But Kirtanananda, you can only eat 2. So Srila Prabhupada is very expert in dealing with devotees. Another time a devotee came to him. And Prabhupada said, I want you to become the temple president. The devotee said, Prabhupada, I'm not qualified for the post. I'm just not qualified. Please find someone else. No, I want you to do it. Please accept this responsibility. It's a very important post. I want you to accept this responsibility. The devotee said, Prabhupada, I can't do it. I just can't do it. So this argument went back and forth. And finally Prabhupada said, okay, then take sannyas. Take sannyas? Oh, I'm newlywed. I have a 2-year-old daughter. How can I take sannyas? I can't take sannyas. I'll do anything but take sannyas. Prabhupada said, become temple president. So Prabhupada is very expert in dealing with devotees. He is full of compassion. Once there was a devotee in Los Angeles, our Los Angeles temple, who made some serious offense. And the temple president kicked him out and said, "Leave, you're a rascal, I don't want to see your face, never come back again." Oh. And he called to the San Diego temple, which is about 2.5 hours down the road, because he figured this devotee will go to San Diego temple. So he called the temple president, "This so-and-so is coming, he's a rascal, if he comes, kick him out, don't allow him to stay." So Prabhupada was in the temple, the San Diego temple, and he heard about it. He said, he's having very difficult time in spiritual life, let him travel with me. Dream come true, to travel with Prabhupada. So one devotee is throwing him out, pushing him away. Prabhupada's bringing him close by his love, by his compassion. Let him travel with me. He was so appreciative of devotees' service. In Los Angeles, Prabhupada would say, "Wherever I go, it smells like fresh paint." His devotees are fixing up the temple and making every arrangement for his comfort and painting and repairing and fixing up and beautifying. So he was coming to Los Angeles, and one devotee couple, husband and wife, were assigned the task of making a tulsi skirt. They put a beautiful skirt around tulsi to honor, right? But they had no experience. They never sewn a stitch in their life. Okay, we'll do our best. They stayed up all night long trying to make one tulsi skirt. Not a big thing. Piece of cloth, some trim. So it came out very ugly. The tulsi skirt was a mess. And when devotees saw it, said, this is a rag. You can offer this to tulsi? All right, whatever it is, put it on. They heavily chastised them, criticized them very heavily, and hurt their feelings. So Srila Prabhu would come to the back door, the Los Angeles temple, take darshan, take charanamrit, and he'd sit down on Vyasasana to give class. So he sat down on Vyasasana, he looked at the tulsi skirt, said, "Who has made this beautiful tulsi skirt? Who has made this beautiful tulsi skirt?" What is he seeing? He's seeing the bhakti involved, the effort involved, not the result. This is an important lesson. That in bhakti, we don't judge things by the outcome, we judge by the consciousness with which the service is performed. Krishna says, "Parushamnishu," I'm the ability in man. We think, "Kartaham, I've done everything, I'm a great devotee." Krishna doesn't care. He's not interested in you. Whatever we can do is by his grace. And someone thinks, "Kartaham iti mandi," this foolish person who thinks like that, "Prakrite, Priyamani, Gune Kamani, Sarva-drik, Ahankara, Vimudatma, Kartaham iti mandite." Who is Vimudatma? Completely disturbed, completely confused, completely in ignorance. Vimudha, not just ordinary mudha. Vimudha, particularly mudha, is that person who thinks, "I am doing everything." So in bhakti, the endeavor is everything. Not in material life. Material life, the result has to be there. For example, if you're making subject, you want to make eggplant and potato and tomato and paneer. So you cook it. If it's halfway through, is it edible? Raw eggplant? Raw potato? You have to complete the process before it's useful. But bhakti, just the thought, I want to serve Krishna, is everything. So these devotees, please Srila Prabhupada, by their effort, by their bhakti, by their desire to please, not by the result. There was another man, he had some health issue. He couldn't walk very well. His legs were very swollen. Older man. He couldn't walk. So he wanted to be initiated. And the devotee said, "No, you don't come to Mangalarti. You're not chanting japa with us. You're not out on book distribution. You're not doing any kind of service. We're sorry, we cannot recommend you to Srila Prabhupada for initiation." So Prabhupada was there in the temple. The devotee begged, "I want to speak to Srila Prabhupada." So he went to Srila Prabhupada with some flowers, some fruits, and his japamala. And he said, Prabhupada, I want to chant Hare Krishna. Please, accept me. I want to chant Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada asked him, do you know how to chant on the beads? Prabhupada showed him how to chant. You know the mantra? He taught. The man chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra the rest of his life. He only lived a year or two. In the last 10 days of his life, he wasn't eating. He was lying in bed, only chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra in front of Srila Prabhupada's picture. And his last words, Hare Krishna. This is what does initiation mean? Does the fire initiate you? You say to the fire, Swaha, Swaha. Is the fire initiating you? It's the will of Guru to accept you as disciple. Prabhupada extended his mercy, pure mercy to this fortunate soul because he said, I want to chant Hare Krishna. I just want to chant Hare Krishna. Touched Prabhupada's heart. He said, yes, please chant. The rest of his life he chanted 16 rounds. And at the end, Taktva dehum puna janma naiti mami. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada was so compassionate. It can be like lightning bolt or like soft as a rose. Prabhupada had amazing relationship with the deities. In Los Angeles, there's two leelas I can tell you from Los Angeles temple. Prabhupada spent a lot of times. 3 leelas I can tell you from our Los Angeles temple. The deities there are Rukmini, Dwarkadish. And the small Utsav deities, Rukmini, Dwarkanath. So the temple hall was maybe twice as long as this building. And again, twice as wide. Prabhupada would come through the back door, walk up to the front, take darshan, charamrit, come back, give bless. So he just entered the back of the temple and he stopped. And he said, there's something in Krishna's eye, in small Utsav deity, Dwarkanath's eye. There's something in his eye. You go check. So the Bajari walked him and he looked very carefully. He said, no, Srila Prabhupada, there's nothing in Krishna's eye. There is something in Krishna's eye. You look more carefully. Bajari went again and he looked very, very, and there's a tiny fleck of tilak stuck in Krishna's eye. Because when we're worshipping the brass murti, murti is polished to make the body very brilliant and shiny with tilak and lemon juice. So the Pujari was a little careless and he left some tilak in Krishna's eye. What is happening here? Could Srila Prabhupada, the Pujari looking directly at the face of Krishna couldn't see the tilak. Could Prabhupada see it from all the way at the back of the temple? No. What is happening? Krishna is speaking to him. That your Sishya, your disciple, has done a very bad job. He's left something in my eye, and it's your job to attend to it. Speaking to Prabhupada. Same thing happened with my esteemed godbrother, His Holiness Sachinandan Swami. He was a new devotee, bhakta. And sometimes new bhaktas are a little disturbed in mind. And this was the case with this great devotee. He had just joined the temple, and his father was on his deathbed. So there was a tradition in the family that whatever wish or demand was made by a dying relative, you were obliged to follow your whole life. So he thought, if I go to see my father, he'll tell me, leave Hare Krishna. How can I go see him? How can I not go see him? He's my father. So this is churning in his head, this disturbance. And to make matters worse, his girlfriend is calling him, oh, I miss you, can we talk? So his brain is churning. And his service was to clean Krishna's plate. The system is, the offering, a morning offering is made, the curtains are closed, the Pujari takes the plates off, the plates are washed, the curtain is open, Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham. Prabhupada standing there. Who is washing Krishna's plates? So, Bhakta so-and-so. He's not doing a good job. You correct the situation. What is happening? Sachinandan Swami, the Bhakta is back there. completely absorbed with thought of his father. How do I get rid of this relationship? And he's like putting the plates aside. I'm not cleaning them properly. And Krishna's complaining to Prabhupada. He's your Sishya, you do something about it. Prabhupada was in direct connection with Krishna. Many stories like this. How Krishna revealed everything to Prabhupada, spoke to Krishna, spoke to Prabhupada directly from his heart. It's another Los Angeles story, how Krishna was speaking to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was standing for darshan, and Krishna told him, you leave Los Angeles and go preach in India. And Prabhupada argued, this is my world headquarters. We're distributing so many books. So many new devotees are coming. Sunday feast is packed. We're going on Harinam. This is my world. How can I leave? Krishna said, go, preach in India. And this instruction from Dwarkadish to Prabhupada is the seed that sprouted in the form of Juhu Temple, Vrindavan Temple, Mayapur Temple. Prabhupada left America on the order of the Lord to preach in India. Krishna told him, you go, now I will give you a temple 100 times better than your Los Angeles temple. What is that temple? Krishna Balaram Mandir. Krishna Balaram. So Prabhupada received direction directly, spoken from the Lord to his devotee. There is another example. My godbrother, his name is Amiyatma Prabhu, made a plan because the Los Angeles temple sits a few meters from the sidewalk. So when Prabhupada would come, the car would pull up, Prabhupada would get out of the car and walk a few steps in the front door of the temple. So Amayatma Prabhu was thinking, the Prabhupada's car is going to stop right here. I'll open the door, I'll have a garland. I'll garland Prabhupada when he steps out of the car. That's his plan. I'll get special mercy. I garland Prabhupada. So the devotee said, Amayatma Prabhu, we need your help. Forget your plan. There's service to do inside. He said, okay, what to do? He surrendered. So Prabhupada's car came. He got out of the car, and 100 devotees rushed into the temple behind Prabhupada. Next thing Amayatma Prabhu knows, he's standing right behind Srila Prabhupada. Right behind him. And Prabhupada's speaking to Radha, Rukmini Dwarkadish. And he's hearing only the Prabhupada side of the conversation. Because he's standing right in back of Prabhupada. And Prabhupada is speaking to Dwarkadish. Oh my Lord, I see that you're dressed in very beautiful outfit. Are my disciples making many outfits like this for you? In silence. Because Krishna is speaking to Prabhupada. Then Prabhupada say, I see that they're offering very nice bhoga to you. Are you satisfied with the offering? Are you eating nicely? Are you happy? In silence. I see that my disciples are going out on Harinam Sankirtan and book distribution. Are you satisfied with their service? Are you happy with the way devotees are serving? In silence. Prabhupada speaking directly to Krishna. Why? Because Krishna is a person. He's not a light, an energy, a void, a zero, a nothing, a nirvishesh Brahman, Nirakar Brahman. He is a person and he will talk to you. Prabhupada said when these devotees were installed in Los Angeles, he said, this Krishna will talk to you. This is a person. This Krishna, the Murti, Sakshi Gopal, walked all the way across India. Kirchar Gopinath stole care for his devotee. And he talked to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada talked to him. These are irrefutable facts, the history of Prabhupada's relationship with the deity. Anyone has any question? Yes? You have to speak up. Between what? This is an important question. Everyone understands the question? He's asking difference between sadhana siddha and nitya. Ultimately, there is no difference. Siddha is siddha. Perfection is perfection. You become perfect, you're perfect. And the other thing to understand is who's to say? Who's to say who's nitya siddha? Is it tattooed on his forehead? I am a nitya siddha. Do dandavat. I'm nitya siddha. Maybe. Who's to say? We can understand who's not nitya siddha, who's not siddha by their activities. And we can understand who's perfect in spiritual life by their activities. Anyabilashita shunyam jnana karmadhyanavitam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhakti uttama. They're engaged in pure devotional service. Uttam bhakti. Uttam bhakti. This is siddha. So whether your guru is nitya siddha or sadhana siddha, he is siddha. Follow him. Do pranipat. Prakishna Rupena Nipat. Fall down, surrender to your guru. If you lose guru bhakti, you lose everything. So if you think, maybe my guru is not as good as Prabhupada, how do you know? There'll never be another problem. I mean, you expect your guru to walk on water, raise the dead, do some extraordinary miracle. What is a miracle? It's that they're preaching Krishna consciousness all over the world. And people are joining and being inspired and taking initiation and taking up the same mission. That is a miracle. Nice story. Prabhupada was traveling Indian railway system, and one life member was highly placed in the whole system. And he arranged first-class bogie for Prabhupada and 4 or 5 Western sannyasi disciples. So the whole train was a buzz. Like A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, the famous guru who made the Americans Krishna conscious, he's on our train. So a group of Marwadi businessmen came back seeking blessings from Prabhupada. Oh, Swamiji, please give your blessing. Give your holy Ashirvad. Please bless us. Prabhupada became very grave. He said, do you want my blessing? Yes, Swamiji, we want your blessing. Please bless us. He pointed to his Western sannyasis and left everything to preach Krishna consciousness. He said, this is my blessing. Do you want this blessing? Well, they, oh, Swamiji, Swamiji, Swamiji. They turned around and ran like scared rabbits. So this is siddha, to preach Krishna consciousness, to sacrifice your life. Anyabilashita shunyam, to make any other desire zero in your life. This is siddha. What more you want? If your guru has to walk on water, fly through the sky, there'll never be another Prabhupada. Don't compare your guru to Prabhupada. Always see your guru as a representative of Srila Prabhupada. That is perfect. Who is a guru? Perfect disciple. First qualification to be guru is to be a perfect disciple. So don't think, well, my guru is less than Prabhupada. It's like big tulsi leaf, small tulsi leaf. Both are tulsi leaf. Both are tulsi leaf. And you get Lord's mercy by offering tulsi leaf to Krishna. So never lose guru, faith in your guru. Thinking, is he nitya siddha? Maybe he's not nitya siddha. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. This is all mental. Manodharma. Siddha is siddha. Be happy. You're initiated devotee? Very fortunate man. So be happy. Never lose Guru Nishtha. Faith in your Guru. Guru Shraddha. Ashradadana Purusha Dharma Sasya Parantam. Aprapya Mam Nivartante Mrityu Sansara Vartmani. Krishna told Arjuna. If you lose Shraddha, you lose everything. Back into the material world. If you're Ashradadana, you fall down in the material life. We maintain our faith by the association with devotees. So never lose faith in your Guru and in the devotees. You stay with devotees, you go back to Godhead because they're all going back. You stay with devotees, we go back to Godhead. Simple thing. Happy? Thank you for your question. Yes, Prabhu.
So, Prabhuji, you mentioned in the lecture that His Holiness Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj said that ISKCON is a crying school. So, Maharaj, Prabhuji, I have always confusion that what this crying signifies. Is it standing near deities and shedding tears or something else? Can you please clear my confusion too?
Okay, very nice question. That we say this. We pray like this. Yugaitam nimeshena chakshusha prabhushaitam shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virahename. What does it mean? You know the verse? What does it mean?
Since he's feeling separation from Govinda and
No,
Vira.
you're wrong verse. Asli Shava Padaritam. No. No, I confused myself. What's that? Yugayitam nimeshena. What does the verse mean? Chakshusha prabhishayitam. Chakshus means what? Her eyes. Prabhishayitam. When will they be overwhelmed with torrents of tears? Not like a little drip. Torrents of tears. When will my eyes flow with tears? When will the hairs on my body stand on end? When will my voice choke up? Doing what? You know, you said you know the verse.
I don't know that actual definition meaning.
Bhavishyati. Bhavishyati means in the future. We aspire for this. You can't imitate. Some people do. They can cry on demand. One Sahajiya guy was trying to impress Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada was sitting in veranda. The Sahajiya came up. He saw Prabhupada. Oh, began rolling on the ground. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Prabhupada completely ignored the man. He got up and walked off. Another time during a Handal program, someone began carrying on like this, rolling on the ground. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Prabhupada said, throw a bucket of water on him. And if he doesn't notice, then he's actually involved. So real thing, it's not easy to cry for Krishna. So because Mahaprabhu prayed, Bhavishyati, when will that day come? Bhavishyati means in the future. When will that day come? It's something we cultivate, and it's a result of pure devotional service. That we see, what is my condition? I've fallen in this horrible ocean of material, of repeated birth and death. This material world, coming to the material world and accepting a material body, is the most inauspicious thing for the Atma. Most inauspicious thing has happened to us. We've taken material body. So pray for that day. Become a strict follower of Krishna Bhakti. Be initiated. This is the beginning. Mahaprabhu was simply creating disturbance in Navadvip. He would go to bank of Ganga, and the priests are doing their sandhya, chanting Gayatri, murmuring Gayatri. Mahaprabhu come underneath the water and grab them like, oh, crocodile, crocodile. They take Ganga Jal and he just bathed himself very nicely, said Gayatri, put tilak. Mahaprabhu spit Ganga Jal on them. And the village girls would come to worship Lord Shiva. They're doing nice, making nice offering, because why? They want nice husband. So Mahaprabhu would come and eat the offering. What are you doing? Said, you worship me. You get very nice husband. Very good looking, very rich, very refined, first class husband. But if you worship somebody else besides me, you get very old husband, very poor, with 3 co-wives. So they complain. They complain about Mahaprabhu. So Jagannath Mishu would come running with a stick to chastise Nimai. Nimai would come around the other way with ink spots. By then his hair is dry. What do you mean? I haven't taken baths yet, Father. So cry for Krishna. Absorb yourself in Krishna Leela, in Prabhupada Leela, and try to understand how vastly fortunate you are. How vastly fortunate you are. Other question? Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, we should all go. Devahuti Mataji has one question. Well, fewer day by day. I lost 2 godbrothers in the last 3 weeks. We're endangered species. And don't get too comfortable, because being comfortable in bhakti is an obstruction, is an obstacle. And these people, they fold their hands to me. They bow down to me. They call me Prabhu. They call me Mataji. They feed me. They respect me. They educate me. They want me to go back to God. Such a nice life. I'm very comfortable. The disaster can come at any time. You forget. You're all young devotees. Disaster can strike at any moment. So don't get too comfortable. Bhavam Buddhir Vatsa Padam Param Padam 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 Yad Vipadam Atesham. There's danger at every moment. The only way we cross over it is to take shelter of Krishna. Samashataye Padapallavaplamam Mahatpadam. Punya Yashomahan. Whole material experience shrinks. The negative experience of material world shrinks to the water contained in the hoofprint of a cow. And taking shelter of Krishna. But we have to take shelter. Don't be too comfortable. And what is the essence? To do something for society. To sacrifice. To meditate on Prabhupada's sacrifice. Standing in line to use his own bathroom. Standing in line to use his own bathroom. You ready for that? Such sacrifice? To practically starve to death with no money, no support. You read his ledger. Tracking every penny. Okay, today I spent 10 cents on bananas, 15 cents on sugar, 15 cents on turmeric. He didn't know when his next meal was coming from. Prabhupada maintained himself by book distribution. Selling a book here, selling a book there. Many, many stories like that too, but we're out of time. So Harinam Sankirtan? Okay. Okay, that's what's me. I'm here by the mercy of Acharya Ratnaprabhu. He's very, very kind to me. So I'm just his servant, his humble foot servant. So he's brought me here to serve. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Oh, welcome. What's your name? Praveen. So happy to meet you. Here, please take. Well, this is a wonderful book. Very inspiring book. Please read. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Really? Oh, nice. Did you feed him? Okay, please feed him up to the neck. Prabhupada said, new devotees Said waddle like a duck, but not waddle like a duck your whole devotional career. Don't get too comfortable. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.